Hey, my beautiful angel, it's Josie Grouse. Welcome to Soul Awakening channel. Today we are going to talk about the upcoming new moon energy, November 23rd. And new moon is always about new energy. It's always about a new cycle. It's always about starting something exciting. It's always about becoming aware of your dreams and desires, what you truly want, planting the right seed into the consciousness so that lunar power, the lunar energy waters and nurtures the seeds of desire, and you can manifest. Really manifest the life of your dreams. So let's dive right in and see what that energy is like, what this new moon cycle is going to bring us. It's all intuitive. It's always like an open book, inviting our guides, inviting our angels into this conversation and asking the divine guidance for light, for guidance, for support. You are watching this video because your guides, your angels are talking to you. They are communicating with you every single day. All right, so let's dive right in. I am going to be using today, let's see. Okay, let me use my golden frequency card. I have my angel cards here, but I feel it's more about like details. It's always about like layers. So I will be using my golden frequency cards and we'll always ask. The answer is given. Yeah, so that's how it works. Ask and you shall receive. So, the first thing we need to know about this upcoming new moon, which starts today, by the way, depending on where you are, the new moon time could be happening right now. So, past life connection. Something is going to happen to remind you about your past life. Certain things, certain issues, recurrent situations are happening, and you are wondering, why? What did I do? Why things are so tough on me, or why things are just kind of happening? And now you become more aware. A past life connection means someone from your past life will remind you about them. You may receive a message, you may receive a memory, you may receive like intuitive insight. Yes, I remember something that happened to me. I'm not sure when or where, but something happened to me. And that event really triggered the cycles. That event really triggered some behaviors and intuitive perceptions. Ongoing situation, maybe it's your relationship, maybe it's something else that you may be struggling with right now. Check with your past life memories. These past life memories are so clue. Lunar power can open you to dimensions beyond just this physical reality. Lunar energy, like think about it. If you have had lives on planet Earth, lunar, the moon, the sun, the earth, they have always been here. So the cycles of the moon, they're just like they're holding on to certain energy. And as you're coming back into this lifetime, after lifetime, what do you see? The same moon, the same sky, the same cycles, the daytime, the nighttime. So these memories, they are not just like vanishing and disappearing, but certain things really being drawn to you or attracted to you, to your consciousness. So during this time, it's so important that you really understand this one important point when it comes to the moon. Moon, it's like a big magnet. Moon is going to just create a layer of information around the time of the full moon and new moon, because you are again on that new cycle. As a new cycle, you are drawing to you new energy, and some of that energy comes again repeating certain patterns, certain behaviors. So past lives, incarnation, being here, getting in touch with that soulful power within you, because your soul, in essence, your soul is what remembers it all. Your soul is beyond just what you can see in your physical space. My beautiful angel, this is one of the main messages of the moon, because moon attracts universal forces to be attracted to you like a magnet. And during these times when you are experiencing a new cycle, like something changes, but at the same time, it's like reemergence of certain issues, certain situations, certain things. And if you are consciously aware of them, that you're not threatened by them, you're like, I see. Oh, okay. So there's like a relationship issue that is resurfacing. Aha. Okay. I get it. I'm not going to hide away from it, but I'm being aware that these things just happen time after time after time. And if there is a person who you know that they are your soulmates, they are your soulmates. You don't have the evidence or a certificate or that fact. You cannot just go on Google and figure out, okay, we were friends in past lives. That's not working. But what you know for sure is like, okay, you and me, we had lived together. Sometime, somewhere, we had this past life together. And the roles change, your times change as well, cultures change, so many things change, but that connection does not change. So someone coming into your life again for the purposes of maybe engaging some into activity, or maybe somebody just wants to see how you're doing, how are you, and you're like, wow, I haven't heard from you in a while. So the past life, it's always about, all right, so the re-emergence of certain people, certain things and events. That's the moon. That's the new cycle. Something is happening. I'm learning something through this experience. I've got this. I am so excited, even though it may look like, why? Why is this person here? Or why am I going through this? Just like, okay, I am going to live through it. I'm going to be empowered by it. I'm going to embrace it. This is my opportunity. That's why I came into the world. So people show up on my path at the right place at the right time when I need them the most. And they may come as any disguise, but I am ready to take it on. This is my moon. This is my cycle. This is my time. This is it. And with this attitude, things are just happening so quickly. And I'm looking at my clock, and it's 11 of which is November 22, 22 is has that magic number of 11s. But also think about the times where you're living. Like now, so many things are happening. Time just shrinks. One thing that you begin to notice is that time shrinks. And the new moon energy, it's like the time gap between manifestation, what you want, what you request of the universe, and time that is being delivered. The time somehow is just shorter these days, because again, we're raising the consciousness of the planet. We're becoming more spiritually aligned. We are more aware of these numbers, combination of 11 11s, 2 2 2 2s, they always show up. And just to show you, okay, we are on the path, we are evolving. This is it. This is one of the most beautiful things about life on planet Earth, is that you have this awareness and creative control of some of these aspects of your life. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else. Another thing that you need to know about this new moon cycle, and I need to know too. All right, let's see. Father figure. So the father figure talks about authority. So, something in regards to authority will be brought up. And authority could be institutions like government structures, something, let's say you'll need to go in, I don't know, like get your, your driver's license. Thank you. Just looking for an example. Like your driver's license is expiring, and you have to go to this government facility to fill out the applications to get your new license. So, this is one example of things when you'll have to deal with authority. It's not a power struggle because it doesn't feel like that. But you will have to take care of certain things and certain issues that will require you to seek authorities. And when you are communicating with authorities, there is a level of support that comes with that interactions. So, authority at the same time, be mindful. If you're driving, do not speed. All right. So just use this. This is kind of like you have been told, you have been warned, you've heard this message. So understand that this is the time. There's a fine line. Authority organizations are going to help you in whatever way, if it's a co-creative, if it's a collaborative process. But also don't push the buttons. Okay, when you know that you may be going overboard to get with any sort of authority, don't be a rebel. Like, come on. It's all about being wise. Wise wisdom comes from your understanding. Don't drink and drive, smoke and fly. It's not so, never mind, I even said that. But then just understand that certain things are just going to be put you in a vulnerable position. So there's no one else to blame. There's no one else to blame. Somehow, that energy of the cycle gives a lot of power to the authorities. And that may be because the earth is going through clearing, some kind of clearing that must happen on the level of those who are in charge, and they have power, and they have that power of authority. They will have to be fully engaged in that activity, and they will be showing up on your path one way or another. So just understand that these are the dynamics of the upcoming weeks. And this is also the time for you to understand that you are also your own authority. You have to give yourself the responsibility. If you make a decision, then stick with that decision. Be your own authority. Let your word have power. If you say something to somebody, let this be, my word means, there's so much value into the words that I'm saying. So when I promise you something, I will deliver, I will show up. So be that person of authority, because that shows the universe that you don't just waste energy. It's always, the universe gives people responsibilities, and we are all here so we can be engaged in this play of life. So when you are called to certain things, you will know, okay, that's my responsibility. That's my time to bring certain forces into action, to show my own place, my authority. I'm not in conflict with my own authority. I am my authority. So you get this message. Understand that power and understand that forces that come into play when it comes to authority. So let's continue. What else? Something that you need to know about this upcoming week. These new moon cycle. I'm sorry. New moon cycle. All right. A good dog. A good dog. We're talking about friends, friendships. They are people who are friends. There are people in your life who are not just friendly with you, but they are friends. And you may have one or two or three of these people. That's it. And these people will stay with you through thick and thin, through just challenges. They will show and prove you that they are truly friends. And these are the friends for you to reach out to spend your time with. And That's a nurturing kind of a relationship. You are a friend, be a friend. Thank you. They're asking me to tell you, be a friend. Reach out to those. Maybe some of your friends you'll find will be struggling. Maybe some of your friends will be going through serious health issues. So be that friend who reaches out and says, how are you? Do you need anything? Can I help you? Is there anything that I can do to help you right now? So, this is what that energy is all about. It's about understanding that you have, first of all, the authority, that you have that power to change someone else's life, that you have that power to influence one other person, especially if this is your friend. If you have a friend that is going through a phase in whatever personal situation, you are the friend to reach out. You will reach out and then talk to them, encourage them, inspire them, give them love and support. And this is really important because universe gives you friends, these few people, they're only few people, and they're true gifts. They are true gifts. They are true gifts. If you are telling me right now, Josie, I don't have any friends, then be the friend. Be that friend for someone. There's someone who needs you right now. Be that, good dog. Be that person who shows up unconditionally. Just say, you know what? I just, if there's anything that you need, let me know. And it's not so that you can gain something. It's because you are in the place of learning unconditional love, unconditional support, unconditional bliss. That's what you are. Okay, let's continue. What else? This new moon is going to show you. Self-employed. So what does that mean? Self-employed. It means becoming more independent in your work. If you are thinking about starting a business, and new moon is a really good time for you to do any sort of initiations, any sort of, okay, let me get started with this. Let me think of how I can open a new door. Self employment talks about your ability to take initiative and do things that will eventually give you growth of career. So, your personal career, whether you are in the company and you are growing in that company, or you really want to move into the area or the field where you become self-employed, that you become the authority. And it's very, I see what's happening here, right? The authority is also you taking that initiative. So if you are thinking about starting your own business, really good time for you to write your ideas. You will have so many ideas on how to, you will see bigger picture, and they want you to think bigger. They want you to start thinking bigger. If you are in a company or if you are not employed right now, don't think like, how can I pay my bills? Start thinking about like, how can I have the abundance of life, abundance of money, abundance of friendships, abundance of everything. It's like, no, just I just want, $5 raise so I can have a little bit more money at the end of the month. Start thinking bigger, think differently. Think like, what if I had so much money that I would hire people, that I would become that authority and I give jobs to people. Now, when you think that way, now self-employed is all about that. When you work for yourself, now you are in a space of fully self-trusting. I trust myself. If you don't trust yourself, you're not going to go down the path of being self-employed. Trusting yourself means I've got everything I need to figure this out. I will figure this out. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know who's going to show up, and the path is not clear. I'll know, I know I'll do it. I know I've got what it takes. It takes really a lot of self-trust, and it takes a lot of like self awareness that you're not just dreaming anymore, but you're moving from that space of wishing it would be different to becoming fully aligned with that purpose, with that goal, and moving in that direction. Enough is enough. If forever and ever you are just feel like you're drifting, if it feels like nothing is changing, things are just, oh, okay, maybe tomorrow things will change. Well, this is the time. Listen, the new moon is the time. Every new moon, it's like the universe is showing, like, what do you want? Come on, just let's get this thing moving. And even though it feels like for you, like some far away future, if you're struggling now financially, having abundance of things feels like far away, something that may one day happen when you are in a better place, when you're in a better relationship, when you are in a better location, when you have these other diplomas and degrees and skills, then your abundance comes. That will never happen. Every new moon is a door for you directly. It's like a shortcut. There's no, like, you can take the long road. If you had like two lifetimes for the price of one, you can take your time and you can go and do whatever you want. But it's not like that. You don't have all the time in the world. So universe gives you these shortcuts. And if you're not seeing these shortcuts, then guess what's going to happen? Nothing. Nothing is going to happen. Understand the universe wants to speed things up for you, but it requires you to think differently. It requires you also to use these universal portals, such as the new moon. Because partially what will happen is that you do your job of being clear about what you want. Just be clear. Okay, that's what I want. If the self-employment card shows up, maybe you want some independence in your workplace, then be clear on that. Say, I know I can do it, and then the universe will fill in the rest. The rest is that new moon cycle. It's like a wave. Okay, let's surf with this. Wave is going this way. Your job is to hop on the surfboard of life and move into that direction. It's really that way. All right, so one more thing. How many messages have we got so far? One, two, four messages. Okay, let's do one more and see what else is going to happen, how the universe is blessing us during this upcoming cycle. Right path ahead. Short and simple. That's it. Right path ahead. You are on the right path. My beautiful angel, you are on the right path. Have no doubts. Everything will work out. This is your message. This is your message of reassurance, of love. You've got this. You have nothing to worry about. Go for it and expect miracles. Expect miracles. All right, so let's see what else is. Just let's create a picture of this new moon. What is this about? Past life connection, sound from a past life, an issue from past life, reemerging for a good reason. So keep your eyes open. Pay attention to authority issues, and it's not just issues, it's situations. There could be like daily things will also have to be dealt with during this lunar cycle. The good dog, friendships, connections, closeness with people, self-employment, being oriented towards independence and clarity and the right path ahead. This is going to be such a great new moon cycle. Let me know in the comments below what is going on, what is happening in your world this new moon cycle. Let angels know, let your guides know, I've got this, I can do it. And also ask for help. Ask for help with specific things if you want. Just drop a comment and say, this is not for everyone else, this is for the universe. This is a community, and together there's more energy. So just ask, you need something, write it out, share your story. Even though you feel like you're sharing with people, you're sharing it with guides, with angels. You are letting your opening your heart. Really, that's how magical this whole process is. So do that. Use all these tools, use community, use yourself, your connection to the source every day, and expect miracles. I love you. Have the most amazing day on our beautiful planet. And I'll see you in the next video.